What is going on, gentlemen? Welcome back to the Festus Fantasy Football Forum on the Fantasy Jacks podcast. Yes, if you are listening to this on Apple or Spotify, thank you for listening. This is awesome. This is like the first official kind of rendition of that. But if you're watching on the YouTube channel, thank you so much for tuning in as well. We got a great show today. We're going to be doing the kind of housekeeping items, trade block, primetime game. We're going to be seeing some videos from some guys. It's going to be a really good episode. If you're looking behind me, it's a little bit of a different setup. If you're listening, you can't even see it. If you are listening, however, I would recommend coming on over to the YouTube because of everyone's videos that they sent. And we got a few really, really good ones. Apologize if I seem a little quiet. I'm very tired. But with that out of the way, let's get right into everything, gentlemen. This is week 1. I am so excited. Housekeeping item number 1. The trade block this year, I will not be having like a moved on and off. I'm just going to keep it in the description on every video. So the newest video every week that comes out will be the updated trade block. So if you guys want to go see, obviously I'm going to cover the added additions, but if you guys want to come see, go down to the description and you'll see it there. Last year we did picks. I did picks, I should say. I picked every single game, kept a record of it. Last season I went 48-36. Pretty decent, not the best. So we're gonna try and top that this year. If anyone would like to do that with me, you may. And maybe we can have a little wager or just a little competition about it so you can get more picks right. So, like I said, 48-36 with the picks last year. We're going to be doing that again this year, see how well we can do. And with that all out of the way, I think it's time, gentlemen, to get into the matchup previews for week 2. Again, I am super pumped about this. So let's start off here with the Thursday night game of 2024, basically the season opener, primetime game. It's going to be the Guardians of your mom's house taking on Breece's backpack. Really exciting matchup here. The only reason this is the primetime is because it has the national champion or the Super Bowl champion or whatever you want to call it playing, and we all know how that is in the real NFL. It's the same way here. So, Guardians might not have Ja'Marr Chase. That is obviously a problem. Breece's backpack looks pretty healthy, ready to go. Christian Kirk, as of now when I'm recording this, is not in the starting lineup. And Zay Flowers and Xavier Worthy are. Interesting decision here. I would say I would switch out Kirk for one of those guys. If he sees something that I don't, all power to him. Anthony Richardson, this is going to be an interesting game for him because he hasn't played football in over a year. I'm excited to see how good he does against Houston, of all teams. Breece Hall, big fan, but he's going up against San Francisco. It's going to be tough. Devin Singletary going up against Minnesota should be a good matchup, but who knows. Wide receivers, this is an interesting toss-up here. Marvin Harrison and Mike Evans. We'll see. George Kittle, I do like. On the Guardians side, obviously, you got the Joe Burrow and Ja'Marr Chase stack, but what good is a stack if you don't actually have the receiver playing? Fuck me. If I had to guess, I don't think he's going to play, unfortunately. So that's a huge loss. Looking at it right now, I would have to probably switch out Chase for Tony Pollard or Joshua Palmer. Yuck. With that being said, you still got Kamara, who's PPR machine, Jalen Waddle, Chris Godwin, Mark Andrews. We'll see what happens. But look, I'm going to be honest. Ja'Marr Chase probably isn't going to play. I don't feel comfortable with my odds in this one. So we're going to be giving the Week 1 season opener primetime matchup. The Breece's backpack team, Jay Gill, is going to start off the season hot, maybe flying a little bit under the radar right now. But I think he's going to be able to perform really well this week. So with that out of the way, let's go to the Sunday games, the normal schedule here. Before we get into this breakdown, I have a video from the Team DD manager, Austin. It's a fantastic video. You guys are going to want to watch. Take a look.
All right. Football is back. No one's more excited than I am. Just want to say something about my team real quick. I absolutely love my team. Yeah, there are a couple spots that I think could be taken care of throughout this season. But send your trade offers. I'm going to keep an open mind about everything except for Jalen Hurts, Justin Jefferson. Don't even fucking ask me for those two players because they're not going anywhere off my fucking roster. Week 1 against AJ Forrester. He doesn't really know much about football. I'm excited to play him. It's week 1. We're going to put up 160. That's going to be the weekly average, to be completely honest, this year. I'm going to win the chip. You know, it's just something that you have to keep your mind on and look forward to, right? Last things last, Chris sucks at everything he does. So, thank you, Jackson, for everything you do. We love this shit. We love the videos. Yeah, fuck you, Chris.
Team Didi taking on Off to Grandma. I was really critical of both of these teams in the preseason rankings. One of the lower level games. It's definitely giving me Saints and Panthers vibes. Jalen Hurts versus Stroud, that could be a wash. Pacheco versus Kyron. Samir versus Ramondre. Justin Jefferson versus AJ Brown. I mean, this is just screaming like 92 to 95 to me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even like 89 to 95. Which way that'll go, I really don't know, because I think both of these teams are pretty even. I would like to give the slight edge to Team Didi because I think he has a little more star power. However, Brock Bowers in that tight end position, we'll have to see how that goes. Rookies, game 1, it's going to be interesting. But he is playing the Chargers defense, and they suck, so. Team Didi, listen, again, like I said, Austin, I hate your team, but I'm going to be taking you to win this week over Off to Grandma. Nothing that I'm hating on Off to Grandma. I just don't love the team right now, right? Next on the list, this is Sunday Night Football right here. The Dogs, taking on Jaxie Pad. Interesting matchup here. Two of the better teams in the league. A complete 180 from the last matchup we just covered. I'm really excited about this one. Before we get into this, I do have an amazing video from the Jaxie Pad manager, Chris. Take a look.
Week 1, 2024 season, lots riding on week 1. A lot. It sets the tone for your entire year. You cannot come out flat-footed. You really cannot. But I really feel like I got a solid group of boys for week 1. And, pretty easy matchup this week. We got Tyler's team, Mr. Highlighter. I don't feel threatened personally. It's going to be a good game. I can tell, Tyler put in some effort to his team, got to give him credit for that, but not as much effort as me. I've had my draft plan since March. You know what I mean? But, I'm really liking my team. I've liked my team every year I've drafted, but this year it just feels different, I went with my gut for a lot of these picks, and, that worked out my first 2 years, as you all know. But, I'm really liking my chances this year. I feel very confident, and I think it's going to be a great year for Jaxie Pad. You know what I mean? But I'm looking forward to it. Thursday night, Mahomes going to come out, and he's going to do what he does. He's the best quarterback in the league for a reason, and he's going to set the tone for my team this week. All I got to say is good luck, Tyler. You know what I mean? Because I know what my boys are bringing. But it's going to be a great year, and I can't wait.
Thank you so much, Chris. Great video as always. Listen, it's the Dogs. It's a revenge tour. The revenge season. They had a bad year last year. Maybe they flew under the radar into this season. Hey, Tyler Wright killed the draft. Did great. Very happy with his team. Here's something that I just noticed, actually. He has Josh Allen and James Cook. This is real-time realization that I didn't realize he had that stack. Okay. We'll see how that ends up. But whenever I'm looking at the Dogs, and Jaxie Pad, like I said, it's two of the best teams for a reason. You have two great running back rooms, two great quarterbacks. One wide receiver room is definitely better than the other. And one of the flexes is, I would say the flexes are actually pretty even. Tight end, I would call it one way now, but we can definitely change that later on in the season. I mean, guys, this is a tough one. because I could definitely see this going either way. You know, when you have Josh Allen and James Cook as your two spearheads along with Bijan Robinson, of course, but you have those two guys going up against Arizona, you're going to have to expect them to score 50 points total, and that's not an exaggeration. CMC did it against the Cardinals twice by himself last year, or maybe 40, but you're going to have to expect that if you're the JaxiPad manager. However, on the flip side, Kincaid against Arizona, he is going to get into that bunch. It can maybe get evened out, but it's going to be very difficult for JaxiPad to, I think, this week overcome the Dogs. Sorry, I keep doing that. It's just so much fucking fun. I'm going to give this one to the Dogs. I think they're going to start out hot this year. Week 1 win. Next game, guys, you're going to want to see this. I have a video from the Thank You DeMar manager. Dom Nofo sent in a video. We all know Dom's videos are classics. So, please take a look.
Hello. This is my video for the Fantasy Football 2024-2025 season video. I drafted my team, and I forget who I drafted. My ESPN doesn't work on my phone, and I'm on my computer. Let me see if I can turn this around. I don't know if I can, so I'll just flip it. But all I can do is seem to play World of Warcraft on my computer, and I don't even feel like checking ESPN. So I think I'm just going to write out what I got and take the W this week. Download it on my other phone right here. And then win next week, win the week after. I don't got any shit to talk. I think you guys all did really good last season. So good luck, guys.
The 08 Lions taking on Thank You DeMar. This is a battle of the two worst teams in the league according to my preseason power rankings. Thank You DeMar might have one of the worst teams I've ever seen, and he's still projected more than the 08 Lions. I don't even know how that's possible. Nevertheless, Colin, move Nick Chubb onto your IR, dude. What are you doing? You're wasting a spot. Silly goose. Anyways, Thank You DeMar, Aaron Rodgers, old man Aaron Rodgers, first game in over a year, and you're really going to trot him out onto the football field for your fantasy team against probably one of the best defenses in the league. That's not good. Tyreek Hill, yes, he'll do great. Deebo Samuel going against the New York Jets secondary, no thank you. George Pickens, Atlanta secondary, no thank you. Let's just fucking keep going. Derrick Henry, okay, he might be a touchdown. He might be a shoo-in for 20 points this week. Good. Austin Eckler, a literal running back 2, as your running back 2. No thank you. If he scores more than 15, I'd be shocked and surprised, and you would know more ball than I do. Tyreek Hill, yes, we know. Evan Ingram, I could see it actually being pretty well. Christian Watson, apparently his hamstring is fixed. I don't believe it. As for the 08 Lions, look, Jordan Love and the Jaden Reed stack, I'm a big fan of. That was something that I was kind of going for this year, and he went with it. I think it could pay off. We will have to wait and see, though. Jahmyr Gibbs and Sam Laporta stack. 2 stacks here. It's just, you're really tying yourself down. And personally, I don't want to get tied down. Maybe you do, though. DeAndre Swift going up against Tennessee. That should be pretty good there. I would imagine Garrett Wilson against San Francisco. This is kind of interesting. You have Rodgers throwing Garrett Wilson the ball, and you have Jordan Love throwing Christian Watson the ball. These teams are literally just doing this to each other this weekend. Going to be fun to see. And then Aaron Jones, I hate you. You just suck. Who do I think is going to win this game? I really don't want to pick. If I have to, though, because I'm a man of integrity, the 08 Lions. And I'm going to pick the 08 Lions because, again, I think Thank You DeMar is just a terrible team built on paper, and they have some pretty tough matchups this week. You like that taking on We Are Shit. Tony Marmani is definitely being hard on himself. You like that for some reason the projections are not updating right now. CeeDee Lamb did get paid. CeeDee Lamb will be playing. And this is, guys, I'm not going to waste anyone's time. You like that's going to win this game. Okay, it's the best team on paper, best team in the power ranking. It's just the reality that we live in. And I don't really want to try and give a big speech on how We Are Shit can win this game. Okay, unless they somehow scored 150 points, it's not even that it's We Are Shit's fault. You like that's just a good team. It's a good team. Each one of these guys on this team could go off for 20 points this week. I can't say the same for We Are Shit, except Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen can't go off for 20 points. There's literally no way. But We are shit. Gonna fall to 0-1. You like that? Gonna go to 1-0. Can't Chubb check taking on Bear Down. Honestly, did not expect this. But Can't Chubb check projected 122.7. Bear Down projected 121.4. That's shocking. When was the last time this was projected more than another team? You love to see it. I really do. But we're going to be fair and we're going to be objective here, okay? You have Lamar taking on Caleb Williams. I really like Lamar this week. Caleb Williams, he is a rookie. It's his first game ever, but he's going to be all right, especially against Tennessee. They're awful. Joe Mixon against McCaffrey. Listen, if I'm going to be honest, McCaffrey this week scares me, okay? Because going up against the Jets defense is not easy. It's not. Although McCaffrey is the best player in the world, I shouldn't say that. In fantasy world, I should say. I would not be shocked if he put up 10 points this week. Your team has enough star power to maybe get over that hump and carry that load. But when I look at Can't Chubb check, guys, Kenneth Walker going to be good this week. Amon-Ra St. Brown going to be good this week. Devontae Adams should be good this week. David Montgomery could be, I don't know. It's going to be tough for Bear Down to win this game without McCaffrey. I'm saying without McCaffrey, even though we all know he is playing. But 10 points a game, like I said, you can't have that happen out of McCaffrey. Chris Olave and Drake London. I mean, your guess is as good as mine on what they're going to do this week. I don't know, because Drake London going up against Pittsburgh. Chris Olave going up just with Derek Carr. He sucks. I don't know. This definitely could go either way. I think it's going to be very tough. And then I don't even want to get into the flexes. Tank Dell, I hate him. Rashee Rice, though, could be pretty decent this week, actually. I mean, this is a tough one. You got a lot of games this week that are going to be tough for me to pick. If you guys want me to be honest, I originally picked Bear Down. But the more I talk about it, the more I say it to myself, the more I realize I can't pick them. I can't. I cannot pick Bear Down. I have to go Can't Chubb check. That's what my gut's telling me. It's not even a diss. I know Brock's going to be like, because Jackson hates me, Jackson's a hater. No. When I turn this camera on, when I pick this microphone, well, when I turn it on, I guess, I'm objectively fair. And what I truly believe when I'm going through these picks, I think Can't Chubb check will win. That's the video. I hope you all enjoyed. I know it was a little bit shorter this week. I apologize, my energy wasn't totally there. It was a little bit quieter. Just like I said, tired. It's been a long day. But that's never going to stop me from getting this out to you guys. So just let me go through the picks one more time. In primetime, Thursday night football season opener, I have Jay Gill upsetting the defending champions. I'm going to stop saying it, I promise. I'll move on. But I got to squeeze it out just a little bit more. The season's about to start, and Jamar might fuck me up mentally. So I got to just keep living this just for as little bit longer as I can. After that, I got Team DD. After that, I got the Dogs. The 08 Lions. Follow them. You like that. And to finish off week 1, I have Can't Chubb check. So there we go there. The power rankings will be updated for next week. Remember, if you have anyone you want to add to the trade block, please let me know. I will put it in the next video, and it will be in the description box for next video. Also, we will be doing the plays of the week and the You Fucked Up awards every single week like we did last year. That will go towards the end of the season awards like it did last year. And I'm not going to do any timestamps this year because I don't really think it's that much worth it. But if you guys really want to, then I guess I could do it in the future. But I don't think, with the podcast now especially, I don't think I really need to. So, that is going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed. And if you listen to this on the podcast, thank you guys for listening. If you want to see the graphics and the videos that I brought up in the video on YouTube, be sure to go check that out. I wouldn't be too mad at you if you did. That's all I got. Thank you guys.